Hello, this is Way of Weinstein, wherever you may be and however you may be watching, live in the financial district of New York City, Facebook Live and YouTube, here to wrap up the 2018 MLB regular season. So today was a hectic day, so we had two tiebreaker games, the first one being the Cubs and the Brewers, which the Brewers went on the road and just had major onions winning that game, clinching the Central. And the second one, Dodgers just, I won't say blew out, but took the game from the start and just didn't let the Rockies really in it at all, clinching the NL West. So I got my predictions back in March. I'm going to compare them to what actually happened. So in the American League, I predicted the Red Sox to win the division, the Indians to win the Central, the Astros to win the West, and the Yankees to get the first wild card, and the Angels to get the second wild card. Okay, so outside of the Angels not being awful instead of Oakland, I was pretty good with my preseason picks. I mean, granted, I think the American League was easy to pick because the only thing was were the Yankees or Red Sox going to win the division, and of course the Red Sox had to win 108 games. Now to my awards prediction. So I had Francisco Lindor winning the MVP, which he had 38 homers, 92 RBIs. I forgot that I picked him to win the MVP, but he could be in the top 5. Granted, I think the MVP should be JD Martinez. Everyone's saying Mookie Betts because he led the league in batting average and he had over 30 homers. But realistically, if you look at JD Martinez's stats, I think they're remarkable and really MVP worthy. He had 43 home runs, had 130 RBIs, and batted .330. I think he should win MVP. That's my vote. I would say in second would be Chris Davis for Oakland with 48 homers and 123 RBIs. So now with Cy Young and Manager of the Year, I'm actually going to stick with my preseason picks. I had Chris Sale winning the Cy Young, and I had Alex Cora winning Manager of the Year. So now the National League wasn't exactly that accurate. So with the National League, I had the Nationals winning the East. I had the Cubs winning the Central, the Dodgers winning the West, and the first wild card being the Brewers, and the second wild card being the Mets. Yeah, that's one of my worst predictions. Should win? No. Gary Sanchez should not win the LVP. And as far as the MVP, so Cody Bellinger, I thought that he was really going to take off from last year, which he had 25 homers and a homer today, but no, that's not even going to finish in the top 20 for MVP. For Cy Young, I picked the wrong Met. I picked Syndergaard, which it should be DeGrom. And Manager, this is probably my worst. I picked Mickey Callaway. I actually thought the Mets were going to have a decent season. So to what? Oh, I know what LVP meant. I just don't think Gary Sanchez won. I mean, he missed half this season, and he still had close to 20 homers. So how things shook out. So Braves came out of nowhere, really won the East. I was close with the Cubs and the Brewers, but the Brewers ended up winning the division, and the Cubs are going to be in the wild card game. And the Rockies, I mean, they got a lot of talent. I mean, whether it's Story, Arenado, and just overall, like Blackman, they're a really talented young team. So I definitely think that DeGrom should be the Cy Young. Here's the thing. If you looked at the stats, DeGrom didn't allow 4 or more runs at any start. And the Mets would have given any run support, he would have won on 20 to 25 plus games. If they would have given him 4 runs a game, which isn't asking for that much. So I think it'd be an outrage if DeGrom didn't win the Cy Young. Now, as far as the MVP, I would say that should be Yelich. I mean, Yelich was 1 homer and an RBI away from winning the Triple Crown, which is remarkable. And Manager of the Year, I'm going to give that to Craig Counsell. So So if we look at the playoff bracket for the upcoming playoffs, so we got the Rockies going to Chicago tomorrow for the NL wildcard game. Winner of that plays the Brewers, and we have the Braves and the Dodgers. And for the American League, we got the Yankees and the A's. So for those of you that are Yankee fans, there is going to be an official Barstool Sports viewing party for the Yankees-A's game at the Ainsworth, which I'll be there with the up-and-coming podcast, the Ramses and Abby show of Abby Barham, who from the Ramses and Abby show. So I'll be watching the game with her. If you haven't listened to the Ramses and Abby show yet, you should. It's pretty funny. They do pop culture, politics. Pretty funny. A little plug for my friend Abby there, who I'll be watching the game with at the Ainsworth. They are going to have $4 domestic drinks, $5 well drinks, and $5 Yankee pinstripe shots, which I'm not exactly sure how you make a pinstripe shot, but I'm curious to figure out what that is. Oh, Quentin, you don't think I got Mahomes on the TV? Of course I got Mahomes. He's lethal. Alright. Barstool Sports make fun of... So deep dish pizza. I'm a New Yorker. I'm obviously going to go thin crust. My favorite is Joe's. You can get Joe's Union Square, West 4th, Williamsburg, and there's a new one by Times Square on 40th and 7th. Love Joe's. Get the original. It's fantastic. I don't know. We'll see. What else we got? So, let's see. Yeah, Mahomes is lethal. I mean, quick side note, I'd say like my top 5 quarterbacks right now: Brady, Rodgers, Breeze, Goff, Mahomes. Those are my top 5 quarterbacks. So back to baseball, which is why we're talking. I'm having this video. So now we've got the Indians and the Astros. I think that's going to be a very, very interesting series because the Astros are the defending champs. They got Verlander, Keuchel, and Garrett Cole. So like that's really interesting. I mean, my preseason pick was the Indians to beat the Dodgers in the World Series, which that could still happen. And then the winner of the Yankees-A's is going to play the Red Sox, which, God, that's going to be interesting either way. So overall, I think that we're going to have a very exciting playoffs this year. A lot of great teams, a lot of exciting matchups. And if you are in the New York City area and you're a Yankee fan and you are looking for a place to watch the game, is the Ainsworth in Midtown, I believe on 33rd Street. I'm going to put the exact link in the comments. So for the exact address for the Barstool Sports viewing party for the Yankees-A's game. So for that, the Ainsworth is on 45 East 33rd Street, and the drink specials start at 7. And to confirm those drink specials, $4 domestic, $6 wells, and $5 pinstripe shots. And myself and star of the Ramses and Abby podcast, Abby Barham, will be there cheering on the Yankees. Again, and that wraps it up for this 2018 MLB wrap-up. If you like this video, like it, share it, write a comment, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Way of Weinstein. Go Yankees, good night.